Young Jables used to have low self-esteem, and at times he'd get quite desperate. His fear of loneliness would kick in and his standards would lower. Because of this, he'd ignore a lot of major red flags. This would cause him a lot of pain. Stick around, cuz I need that watch time.
Stop right there, criminal scum!
I've ignored a lot of red flags in the past, and it never ended well, so don't make the same mistake as I did. Here's what you need to look out for. The first red flag a woman can have is that she's a contentious woman. What do I mean by contentious? I mean a woman who likes to argue, who's always got something to say, who's always got a challenge or authority. This is a woman that's always going to argue, and she's going to add unnecessary drama into your life. Understand that if a woman has a problem with authority, the chances are that she's a very broken woman. Women, by their very nature, are very submissive because they're very feminine. They like to be led. Women are at their happiest in a relationship when they're under the leadership of a strong, confident and capable man. You are never going to be enough for her. She's always going to try and challenge your authority. The next red flag is that she's a feminist. Well, this one should speak for itself. Nobody likes feminists. Even feminists don't like feminists. Feminism at its core is a very much divisive ideology. It turns men and women against each other. Feminism has destroyed the family unit in our society. They've convinced women that it's not okay to be a mother, that it's somehow a bad thing, and that the woman should focus on herself. She should focus on her career. She shouldn't worry about having children. She wants to buy into this false reality that men don't need to be leaders, that they don't need to be strong, that women can be men too, and all that modern woke bullshit that everyone's sick of. Now, it's an even bigger red flag if she's very vocal about her being a feminist. Now, the reason why feminism is a red flag is because she's always going to hate you by default, because she's going to be reading all these fucking feminist books, these articles, she's going to be watching feminist media, and they're constantly going to be filling her head with this poison about how men are against her, that women are slaves, women are under attack, and all this other bullshit. And all it's going to do is manipulate her into believing that you don't really care about her, that she's better off on her own. She's always going to look at little things that you do and associate them with the patriarchy and you being an oppressive male. What are your thoughts on feminism? Let me know, guys, leave a comment. The next red flag is that she watches programs like Love Island and reality TV. I don't know why anyone would want to watch this shit anyway, but the chances are that if she likes watching these programs, that she likes pointless drama. And if she likes watching pointless drama, what's to say that she's not going to bring pointless drama into your life? Let's say she's over at your house and she's a bit bored, so she thinks, oh, I know what, I'm going to start pointless drama with him for no reason. All that's going to come of this is just a constant back and forth argument, and it's not going to bring you any peace. It's going to bring you down. It's going to drain your energy. You're going to rise to bullshit that you do not need in your life. The next red flag is that she's got a big ego. The chances are that she thinks very highly of herself, and she's got a lot of pride that she's unwilling to swallow. Now, not only is this going to cause a lot of unnecessary tension in your relationship, but there's a good chance that this woman is not going to be able to let her guard down around you, because she has too much pride to admit that she's got flaws, that she's got weaknesses, and she doesn't want you to see the real her. Because a lot of people who have a big ego are doing it because they're putting on a front, because they're not truly at peace with themselves. They're not secure enough in themselves to just be human, be natural. They've always got to prove that there's something greater. Pride is very destructive in a relationship, and you can't form an emotional connection if neither of you are willing to let your guards down. If she's never going to let her guard down around you, the relationship's not going to go anywhere. This next red flag might come as a bit controversial, but that is that she's highly driven, ambitious and competitive. These are very much masculine traits. When a man displays a lot of this, he's going to be naturally in his more masculine energy, because as men, we're the natural providers, we're the natural protectors. We're bigger, we're stronger, we're more capable physically. And we've got to be ambitious because we need to be able to always provide for our family. We always need to be able to take care of them, keep them safe no matter what. And that's why a lot of men strive to do better things, because there is a masculine urge inside of us to do greater, to be greater. We're going to feel like the authority of our household, the authority of our relationship, the leader, because we're embracing masculine energy. Now, I want you to imagine that a woman is doing the same things. She's striving for greatness. She's ambitious. She's driven. She wants to run through her goals like Mia Khalifa runs through men. Now, I'm not saying that women shouldn't have goals, hobbies or a purpose in life, but when they start embracing too much masculine energy, that's what they become. They become masculine, and they start to see themselves as the authority. They start to want to wear the pants in the relationship. They stop seeing the man as the leader, and instead they see this man as the woman. And this isn't a very good dynamic to have in a relationship, because ultimately she's going to see you as weaker, and she's probably not going to respect you in the same way that she will respect a man when she's in her feminine. When masculine and masculine comes together, it creates contention. The masculine and the feminine in a relationship work together well because they are polar opposites, therefore the attraction is higher. They fulfill different roles, and when they come together as one, the relationship blossoms. But if a masculine woman and a masculine man are in a relationship together, you don't really have that polarity. If anything, you're going to be repelled from each other. And who wants a woman who's very manlike anyway? This next red flag might not seem like much, but it's a big one, and that is that she's got bad manners and she has no gratitude. The chances are if she's not well mannered, she doesn't appreciate the things that you do for her. You take her out on a date, if she doesn't even say thank you at the end of the day, or she texts you later on to say thank you or anything like that, she doesn't show that appreciation there, well the chances are that she's just taking you for a ride. You're just a guy that's giving her free shit. Understand that respect is the most important thing in a relationship for a man. If a man's not respected, he's not going to be loved. If she doesn't show gratitude for you, she's not well mannered, it means that she doesn't respect you. This isn't the kind of relationship you want to be in. The next sign is that she's got zero accountability. There are a lot of women out there who will not take accountability for their actions, and I will admit that it's very rare to find a woman who takes accountability for her own mistakes. Now this relates back to having a big ego, because she's got too much pride to admit that she's done wrong, and if she refuses to take accountability for her wrongdoings, she's just going to stress you out. She's going to be a pain. She's not going to be someone who brings peace to your life. She will be someone who is always going to expect more from you. You're never going to be enough. She's going to turn things around on you and make you look like you're the problem. Let's say something happens in a relationship and you express your concerns. Maybe she's upset you in some way, and then she tries to spin it around and shift the blame onto you. Well, not only is that a sign of narcissism, but why would you want to be with a woman who makes your life harder and more stressful? The next red flag is that this woman has a high social media presence. If she's got a lot of followers on social media, if she's frequently posting things, she's frequently sharing things, the chances are that she's very active on that. If she's very active on it, she's drawing a lot of attention to herself. See, women know that when they go online, they share things, particularly when you see women posting very revealing photos. They know that that's going to get a lot of male attention. And if she's posting these kind of things and she's dating you, especially if she's in a relationship with you, not only does it show that she don't respect you, but it shows that she might be a woman who is very unfaithful. If you're in a relationship and you're happy, you're content, why are you going to be putting yourself on display for everyone else to see? It makes no sense. Women know they're getting attention when they do these things. And believe me, when things go wrong in your relationship, maybe you've done something wrong, maybe you've upset her by accident, you've had an argument, she's pulled away from you, but she in this moment might be very angry with you, and because she's angry, she's got an easy access to a man that she can sleep with and get her payback on you. Well, a woman that wants payback is obviously not a good woman to be with. Save yourself the pain and find a woman who isn't very active on her social media. You've got a much better chance of avoiding all of this. The next red flag is that she's the kind of woman who enjoys the party lifestyle. She likes going to nightclubs, she likes drinking, she likes doing drugs and all that sort of stuff. It shows that she likes to be in a very toxic environment. If you're in a nightclub, you've got a load of loud music going on, you can't really hear people, you can't really have meaningful conversations, you can't really connect with people. The only real purpose of a nightclub is just quick pleasure, getting uncontrollably drunk, probably doing a lot of things she shouldn't be, drawing a lot of male attention to herself. It's also a very unsafe environment, so she's always going to be putting herself in danger. You're going to be the one that's always going to be expected to run after her and rescue her from that danger. Now, if she respected you, she wouldn't be putting herself in harm's way. She'd be doing things to try and avoid that. And being in a place where there's a lot of men, she's not only putting herself at risk because these men could rape her, for example. When you're drunk, you're not really in control of yourself, and she could easily cheat on you. It's going to cause you a lot of pain. I'm not sure you want that. I run a men's self-improvement group on Facebook. If you'd like to connect with me more personally, click the link in description. Did you know that I have a merch store? Why not dress like a king and support me at the same time? Click the link in description. So we've covered the red flags, but what about the green ones? Click the video on screen to find out more. I hope this video was valuable to you. If it was, be sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed that video. That's all I say about that.
Oh!